mother, no love, no sex. No memory of a time when your heart didn't hurt like a lover leaving you, swollen with your firstborn, bitter with grief, scarred from surgery, scared for a future you cannot see. These times are hard times, girls. Harder still if you call yourself a woman. The cycle of blood pouring from your gut in this valley of shadows, smelling like death. In these times where you almost need a permit to carry your own fucking pussy. These times are especially hard for a woman with the courage to live a life that is her own. Such a woman becomes target for those vagina vigilantes with nothing to do but clock the hours we spend fucking or giving birth or not giving birth if we don't want to. I am so tired of these confounded cowards without cunts parading as the self-appointed punani police. What they are doing as policy is only backdrop to this destructive details dotting the globe. These brutes are now raping women in South Africa, trafficking small girls in Thailand, in Russia, in the land of the fucking free right here in America. These women still earn less for doing more work than our male counterparts in China. Little girls are still being killed at birth because they are not boys in Haiti, in India, in Iraq. The presence of a flap of flesh called a hymen decides how much a girl is worth. In too many places, the stink of man-made war forces female bodies to swallow this destruction created by small boys ripping flesh with big metal weapons. We are at once their mothers, their mourners, their prostitutes, and their protectors. This is the burden of being born woman. Before every little girl gets here, we pick out particular colors for her, insist she sits square in some narrow box, limit the lateral movement of her arms, twist her head, blinding her eyes. We tell her, look this way, talk that way. This is the burden of being raised, girl. We tell her, fucking when you want to makes you a slut. Not fucking when you don't want to makes you frigid. We draw these rigid lines around her desires. And when she wants to go camping with other women for one fucking week in the woods, we call for the fraternity of dicks to come deal with the freakish phenomenon of women wanting to gather, wanting to sit together under the sun to reflect on why we need a fucking place together, why we need to construct a tent, why we need to rent a few days of solace to lift our spirits up from this long winter of being downtrodden by this valley of despairing times. These eternal, nocturnal hours wrap asphyxia around my hopes for my daughter. She remains the greatest miracle of my saddest season. I speak to her now of other valleys endured. Every day I whisper to my daughter, daughter, you are but one small part of a majestic whole. You are a woman. Child, you are a woman. Gather your skirts in these dark places. We are only what we are to each other. We are only what we are to each other without the chorus of wombs. We sit stagnant, unsalvageable, unreachable in the spirit of community. Daughter, gather your friends from above and below, from behind and ahead. Gather your most faithful family. As long as your sister is alive, you are not dead. As long as your sister is alive, you are not dead. As long as your sister is alive, you are not dead, daughter. If you must pray, pray to all the gods for clarity, for stamina, for strength, for fortitude to call out to the earth, even as you reach for the heavens. Hold on in the spirit of your mother's grandmother. Bellow into the horizon. Let every ear angle to your utterance hear you say, this great sadness shall pass. This great sadness shall pass. daughters with no mothers, the mothers with no daughters to speak of, even as they kill women in unlit arrows. This great sadness shall pass, even as they challenge our right to live as we motherfucking choose, even as you wrestle with your own inclination to despair. Know that women with far less than you have done far greater than this, even as you flag, as you falter. Every day, my daughter, as you rise, every day as you fall prey to these new horrors they continue to design for our bodies. Remember to ready your unbeatable soul. Remember to steady your exhausted feet. Charge your sisters to form a feminist, womanist fleet. Fold your collective fists. Fix yourselves for fighting back. Wait for the moment to strike. Work, I say, work for such a moment. Work for it and hope for it. Hope for it and it will come. Believe it will come and it will come. Believe it will come and it will come. Believe it will come and it will motherfucking come.
Oh my gosh.
It didn't hurt me. Do you wanna feel how it feels? Do you wanna know that it didn't hurt me? Do you wanna hear about the deal we're making? It's you. It's you and me. If only could I make a deal with God and get him to swap our places, be running up that road, be running up that hill with no problem. Said if only could, you don't wanna hurt me. See how deep the bullet lies. Unaware, I'm tearing you asunder. There is thunder in our hearts. There's so much hate for the ones who love. Tell me we both matter, don't we? It's you. It's you and me. It's you and me. Oh, young happy. If only could I make a deal with God and I'd get him to That